What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be porting and polishing my lower intake manifold for my 2006 Hyundai Tiburon. I got the lower intake manifold right here right now. It's in front of me right now. As you can see, this is the lower intake manifold. I went to my local junkyard and pulled it out. It wasn't really that hard, honestly. And since I do daily drive my Tiburon, that's the reason I got an extra one, so I can work on it while I can drive my Tiburon. So, But basically how we're gonna go about this is the runners on the lower intake manifold are a little bit smaller than the gasket that connects the upper and the lower. So I'm basically gonna buy another gasket, which I have right here right now, and put it on top, line it good, and mark the areas, and that's the guide that I'm gonna use to pour out the runners. So I'm basically just gonna make the hole a bit bigger and also fix up any imperfections that the runners has and make it a more smoother surface, if I do explain myself right. But yeah, I got the stuff that I'm gonna need right now. It's not too complicated, but I'm gonna show y'all real quick and let's get started. Here's everything that we're about to use. I got the drill, I got the Dremel. I got to keep safety in mind, so I have the mask as well. The gaskets to make the outline, the pen that I stole from your room while you were sleeping, extensions, various sanding wheels. The pack that you see on the top left corner is going to be connected with the Dremel to reach those hard to reach areas. Here's a little before look. As you can see inside the runners, there's texture. There's also casting marks on the side of them. We're going to smooth all that out, make it nice and clean. And to get you some official numbers, these measure about 36.6 millimeters. The goal is to get them to around 40 millimeters on all of them. We're going to start off by putting the gasket on top of the lower intake manifold, making sure it's aligned good and marking the areas, and that's going to be our guide, and from there we could get to the fun part. Alright, so let's get to it. I started off with the lowest grit. That's going to be your most aggressive wheel. The lower the number, the more harsh the wheel is going to be. I started off with the wrong one, so you're going to see me switch them out. The 60 grit wheel is the one that's going to do most of the work. I only used the 120 until the very end because that's going to smooth everything out. The wheel kind of matches the width of the runners, so I went up and down until I felt that there was no more resistance. Then I kept going, but this time in circular motion. If I would have kept going up and down, I would have created a flat spot somewhere inside the runners, and you don't want that. So focus your strength on the outline areas, but go in circles. Then for those hard to reach areas, bring out the extension and smaller wheel, and same thing, focus on smoothing out the surface, but keep those circles going. Where I did keep going up and down was when I was trying to take down those casting marks. To me, that's where I spent most of my time, but when I took them down, I went back to going in circles again. Remember, the goal is to match that outline, smooth out the inside, take down those casting marks, and all this combined is where we're gonna get the most out of this job. More air and better airflow. Don't hesitate to move the intake around so you can get all the areas the best you can. You can also turn up the speed. I did the same thing, but you gotta remember it may vibrate in some areas, so you gotta hold it firmly. And I'm not gonna lie, after a while my hands started hurting, so I took the speed down and I just took it little by little. As you're doing this, think about what color you're gonna choose, and I'm gonna show y'all what I chose at the end of the video. before we continue is, I got it right here. Get yourself some tacos al pastor, and it's very important that you do this. If not, it's not gonna come out the way you want it to. Like, you have to get something. You have to get some tacos al pastor with lime and the red sauce. If you don't do this, I don't know what to tell you. Your intake manifold is gonna explode or something. You have to do this part. So remember, find the halfway point. Enjoy some good tacos al pastor. Pineapple, no pineapple, it doesn't matter. But remember, get you some. Alright, now that you're back from eating, for the bottom portion, all you gotta do is smooth out the hump. Use the other little drums to get the sides because you can't use the other ones, they're too big. And just clean it out. Try to get the casting marks from the bottom. And that's all you need to do. You can go bigger to take it a step further. But the reason I didn't take it a step further is that I will need to put the heads to match them. Because if I were to gasket match these, the hole would be bigger than the heads, and then I would interrupt the airflow. And I went with this gold metallic color, guys. Tell me what y'all think. I love the way it came out. I wish it was a bit more on the goldish side. It looks kind of copperish, but either way, I still like it. And with all the work that we did to lower intake manifold, it's definitely gonna make a difference performance wise. And quick little tip, while you're taking it off, you want to clean out the head ports. I think I was probably losing 10 horsepower just keeping them dirty like this. And check out the before and after real quick. Yes, sir. Let's go, guys. You just heard the car right now, and it drives just as good, man. I'm happy. This thing rides smooth, and it breathes a whole lot better. I could definitely feel it. I hope the placebo effect is not working on me. I drove it a little bit beforehand, and I could feel a difference around the 4,000 RPM range. Even when I'm in fourth gear and trying to do a pull, it kicks me back just a little bit more. I have another car, and compared to the Tiburon drives a whole lot better. It's smooth, light, and I'm happy. This thing is fun. I just drove it around some curves like it was meant to be driven, and it feels so good. I'm happy. The process was definitely worth it. As you saw, it wasn't that hard, so I hope you guys can try it. And the next video, we're gonna tune the ECU, wrap all the mods that I have together, take it to the dyno, get some official numbers, and tell me if I could beat the 200 wheel horsepower. Hopefully I can, but stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.